Hi guys! Hey, let me meet to everybody. It's Michelle Marie 20, and I still need to adjust a few things on the wheels, mainly the nuts, because as I'm riding my walker, the nuts tighten up on me. So I gotta find a way to fix that. So, 3 times I came here, 2 times my nuts kept locking up. I mean, trying to get it here. I'm sticks on the print. See what I can figure out. So, what I think I'm going to do is loosen them up. A little bit. I don't have any thread locker, unfortunately, so I can't really keep them loose. But you know what? I'll work on it some more and see if I can fix it. The nuts are good. So I got some stuff in Carolyn to be free. Now, like I said, Kunaki shipped the record from Nevada at the same time. And so, I'll probably have my record later on today. So what am I going to do? Well, obviously, since the Kanaki record is not here today, wasn't expected to be here today, but hopefully it'll be here next week. We'll be able to get some stuff done and play the record. A lot of people like the red hair wig. I don't know if you knew it, but originally I had my hair kind of that color when I was living in Torrington. And the problem was, it was okay with me. It wasn't as curly as that, but it was, because my real hair was kind of curly. I wore it as a wave. It's not like it's not like a tight curl. It just kept fading out. So, because red hair dyes don't stand up to being in the sun as well. So, but on the other hand, you know, I got used to having the hair I have now, and so when my hair was closer to Lummy's color with hair, maybe a little lighter than that. So, I don't really know if I'm going to go. But as far as the other thing I was talking about, the walker, I think I'm going to start carrying a wrench in that thing. And I'll tell you why. Because it is downright annoying when you're walking with a walker and the nuts tighten up and the way they do, and then you can't move it. It becomes like a rack. So, next thing you know, you're like hopping along, you know, limp mode, for lack of a better name. It's exactly what it was, in limp mode. I tried to fix it with McGee's, but now, you know, McGee's are not rich. You know, they're not gonna do a lot of good. So when I get home, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, they roll just fine. I got time to prove a point today. Yeah, the wind actually blew over there into the corner. That's where a little bit of retarding does make sense. If this thing is getting blown around in the wind like this, that's why we need the dang brakes. Well, why don't you just tighten the nut in the back and then you have your brakes? Oh. Well, it's true. I could tighten that nut in the back when it's too loose. Yeah. She certainly will tighten them up, won't they? So, Chris Sassy said, "Are you still coming today?" And I said, you told me a message you wanted me to come on Sunday. Today's Saturday. I said, I could certainly go over there around 6. I gotta fix this walker when I get home. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm looking forward to playing the new record, the Kanaki one, but also the ones that Carolyn Tutti Free sent me. So, got some new music for Silver Moon Radio this weekend. Okay, it's not new, like in freshly minted, latest and greatest newest album by the latest and greatest artists. But, on the other hand, it's new for me, because I never heard of these guys before, and it's new for you, and so, you know, it'll be music for Silver Moon. Remember what the backstory of Silver Moon is, just so we remind each other. Donated large collection of vinyl records were donated to the studio of Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610 in Silver Moon. A large collection. Probably means that the DJs have probably not gone through them all yet and probably are still playing them as they go, which is what the whole story was about. That's what we gotta do. After all, the people said, like Gemini Jen said, come, why don't you go through the collection, play some of the other stuff you have besides the ones that, you know, just same ones over and over again. That's a great idea. And that's the thing that will do that. So I gotta go home. I gotta fix these nuts. And I do have a wrench that is a thin wall wrench I can put in my purse and keep on hand so that I can fix the nuts in case I have to do one of those again. If you have any grease, go fish. If you can get some lubricant on those axles, that might help. Yeah, I'll help her right. Also help loosen the lock nuts too. Okay, you got a point there. Yes, it would loosen up the lock nuts as well. I have an idea. So I'm going to work on it when I get home. So, we had a good morning show. Kind of slow, but it was a good show. I didn't have a real problem with it. I just thought it was kind of interesting. And also, I did some experiments today with my hotspot. So let me just tell you what I did. Lomi and I started going through the all the connectors on the computer network. And one of the things we both came up with is, you sure got a lot of computer hardware here plugged in these hubs. And the problem is that, number one, some of the hubs devices are only showing up as USB 1.1. And that's because the hub itself can't handle all the higher rate, because they're all kind of saturated. The biggest problem is the cameras. But there's only one camera that was having that problem, which is the webcam. But once Michelle moved into a different port plugged into one of the monitors instead, which acts as a powered hub as well, because it has both have USB hubs in them. Well, it's fine. Yeah, absolutely. And so that solves one problem right there. And the other thing is, the question was, what about if we plug the Wi-Fi into the monitor, set the power monitor on the monitor to stay in performance mode, and then go into power saving mode where it turns off the USB hub. Power supply, because every time it does that, everything has to reinitialize. So that's what we did. We played around with that for a bit. So I'm gonna get ready to head out again. I came up here, this thing was, like I said, first the rear wheel was locking up, then the front wheels started locking up. Now, the rear wheels, there's not much threads free, really too much. Front wheels, I might be able to do a little more, do something nuts in it and fix this. Or you can just get a cap on, put the caps back on. You have the caps. Yeah, I have 3. It has still have the caps in the ends, and the 4th doesn't. So yeah, I could put the caps back on it, and that might also help with the wheels. You know, it's an idea too. So that's what we'll do when we get home. But for now, everybody, because I do want to get this home, because I do want to get back to Krista and try to get down there to see her by 6 o'clock tonight. Just for a little while anyway. So I'm going to let you all go and see you later. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the hair video. It was kind of cute. I will admit that. You'll look like Merida. Could you imagine me playing Merida in real life action? Oh yeah. I don't know who would play your mother, though. That's a good question. My mother? I don't think your mother would be playing games or playing screenplays. No, I don't think so. Anyway, let's go. I gotta go. So, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.